Okay, it's Jonesy here with Club Rehab, and I'm joined by Marty Field, who's also known as Oly Lifting Nut. Check him out, Facebook. Check it.
That's it, the Oly Lifting Nut. Yes, that is me.
Nice, Marty. You on Instagram?
Yes, I am as well. Instagram, Oly Lifting Nut, and YouTube, Oly Lifting Nut as well.
Nice.
Yeah, YouTube channel as well. Yep.
Nice. Check it out. For anyone that doesn't know, Oly Lifting Nut is all about weightlifting generally around the world and news and information about it. But you have a special Aussie flavour about your lifting news as well, don't you?
Yes. In particular, I suppose, because we live on the Gold Coast. I like to share, especially like the Queensland news. What's happening, with Queensland weightlifting. Mainly, I suppose, because it affects me directly. But that's where I get most of my information is, from those guys.
Yep. Plus, we're also blessed with Aussie coaches and a lot of Aussie athletes.
On the Gold Coast,
yeah, part of the Aussie team here on Gold Coast and Brizzy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have, some great coaches up in Brisbane there, especially up at Cougars. And of course, you've got guys like Damon Kelly, and you've got Ben Turner. Who else we got? Robert Galsworthy, Luke Gardner, Bonnie Sleeman. Yeah, there's a few other Aussie lifters as well. There's a few are going away soon too.
Yep.
You've got the what have we got next month? We've got the Commonwealth Trials, I believe. Yeah, over in Penang.
Yep.
Yes.
Malaysia.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a contingent going over there. Yeah, for the Commonwealth Trials or something along those lines. Yeah, for the big Commonwealth Games next year in Glasgow.
Yeah, and you and I are hanging out here outside what some people might affectionately call a unmanned Globo gym. We won't say the name of the place, but we're hanging out here because we've just had a rapid scan bioscan.
Yes, we just went into, it's all part of our development work that we do at our club, Gold Coast Weightlifting Club. It's where we train.
Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, Gold Coast Weightlifting Club.
Yes, that's right, yeah, and all part of our development. As you know, it's not all just about the lifting, it's also the nutrition is part of it, as well as goal settings and other things. And at the moment, we've had a big thing with nutrition, cleaning up our diets, and yes, part of that is doing, we've all been doing rapid bioscans to check out our body composition so we can sort of dial in our diet, as we say.
Yeah, and have a really good sense of what's going on with our body and what may or may not need work, and the kinds of, the general state of how we are. So we're looking at things like body mass index, and I know we're going to have a lot of science nuts who want to say whether they agree or disagree with measuring these things, but we're basically looking at this on recommendation from Coach Lynn's to get a good sense of what our composition is. So it's things like waist-hip ratio, percentage body fat, body mass index, basal metabolic rate, and our weight, our muscle mass, our body fat mass, total body water, fat-free mass, all that kind of thing. And it's a cool little printout that you get from doing this scan. But Martz, can you give people an idea of what's involved with getting one?
Okay, so it's a very quick process. It only goes for about 30 seconds. So you stand on the machine, grab onto a couple of little bars with your thumb, put your thumb on a certain little pad, and off it goes for 30 seconds. You can't move, and it gives you a nice little printout at the end. Yeah.
Which is pretty simple. It's like $20, and it's the guys just get you to stand there. There's no need to take your clothes off. The only thing you take off is your shoes.
Oh, now you tell me.
It's non-invasive. It's really simple, and it's a great way to get some measurements. And I guess the really cool thing for people to bear in mind is it doesn't matter whether you're a serious trainer or whether you're someone who's just wanting to get some goals in fitness, whether you're someone who is in rehab, or if you're concerned about ensuring that you attend to your body properly and you're a full-on serious athlete. This is one good way to get some measurements for you to have what would you call it, mate? Would you call it threshold measurements?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. So that you can have something to look back on over your next block of training and to compare, because it's always good to have something tangible.
That's right, yeah.
To measure against, and no matter what those results are, you can work with take them into your coach. You can have a chat about what's best for your program. That's subject to whatever your coach is able to do for you and what their skills and capabilities and experience are. But certainly our coach has the ability to help us interpret these results.
Yeah, and all part of this as well is a few of us in the club are using the app MyFitnessPal.
Yeah.
Just to sort of just to check, see where our diet is, see if we can sort of dial it in and get the most out of it for our performance.
Yep, which is really handy. And like I've just raced down here after work, and so have you, and we've spent all of 5 minutes really from the minute we walked in the door to filling in the piece of paper to the little scanner being programmed and jumping on and getting scanned, the results coming out. So it's pretty darn simple. Now, Marty, before doing it, were you really concerned about having this done?
No, I've been sort of thinking about it for quite a while myself. I didn't realise how easy it was to sort of track them down. These guys are on Facebook, Rapid Bioscan, and if you go to their Facebook page, they're always posting where they're going to be every week, and they move around all around the Gold Coast. I know that. Last weekend they came to our club, but neither of us could make it.
Yep.
So
yeah, they're available everywhere. And look,
yeah.
Rapid Bioscan is just one company. You can probably find out there's a bunch more around. Lots of gyms have them as part of their facilities now anyway, so I'm sure if you Googled it you could probably find these things. I know that some of the feedback from people at the gym was they were a little bit apprehensive, but given how non-invasive the measurement was and how quick it is, it's something pretty simple that you can walk away with and keep this in your file and use it as part of your training diary to keep track of how you've been going. And given that it's a pretty cheap scan to have done, relatively speaking, and to allow you to have some cool information at your hand to make a massive difference to your training, it's pretty cool.
Oh, definitely. It has confirmed what I always knew, that I'm a super heavyweight. there's no surprises there. Like my body fat, all that sort of thing. That's about what I thought it was anyway.
Yep.
The muscle mass, it has a normal range. I'm above normal, so yes, I'm very happy with that reading.
Nice.
Yes.
and giving people an idea, you need that kind of muscle and you need your kind of structure to be lifting the weights that you do, because you do what, a double ton for?
Oh, not quite a double ton, for a back squat yet.
For a back squat, yeah.
Just shy of it.
Just shy of it. Yeah.
Just shy of it, yeah. It'll happen soon.
Yeah. So that's all good for the type of lifting that you do. And as far as other lifters go and the results of their scans, have you had chats to many people about theirs?
No, only probably one. I've only saw one last night when we had our little development clinic, and that was Anastasia. She was she gets hers done every 3 months. Yep. She's one of those people who likes to get it checked regularly and just sort of keep a track of where she's going. She's got a pretty good history with CrossFit and that sort of thing, and nutrition. She was actually my buddy. We had a little reporting thing we had to do for a couple of weeks. We had to write down what we were eating each day. Then we had a buddy we had to report to. She was my buddy, and had some fantastic feedback from her. And it was really good and really helped me clean my diet up. I've eliminated some of the bad things. So it's been very positive, and I'm looking forward to lifting big things in the future. Yeah,
because that was a really quick process. That was only a 2-week circle of responsibility and accountability, as we call it. And everyone's been reporting that they've had some really great results from that that process, which is a nice little eye opener. But speaking of the results and things like that, I noticed when we were having a good chat to the Cougars crew the other weekend that they were all really switched on when it came to what's going on, not just with their numbers with their lifts, which you normally expect in weightlifters and crossfitters. They know their numbers really well, but they also knew a lot about their own personal circumstances and composition, and the whole way through from nutrition and that. So for those people who are out there wanting to be successful in whatever they want to do and at whatever level, because success can mean different things to different people, it's probably a good idea to get this done.
Yeah, no, definitely. Going to take it away now and have a look at it, and probably check it again another 3 months at the end of this training block just to see if anything has changed. The only thing I'm sort of looking for, personally myself, is maybe just sort of drop a little bit of weight off, just to because I do get the sore knees, that sort of thing. Being a masters weightlifter too, 41 now. I'm not a spring chicken like I used to be when I was a junior. So I've got to start thinking about the future, because I want to be lifting as long as I can. I want to be lifting when I'm 80.
Yeah.
That's my goal, to be lifting for a long time to come. And
Yeah.
you've got to be smart about your lifting.
Yeah.
You've got to get really smart about it. You just can't sort of go in there and just sort of crash the weights around. You got to work on your goals. You've got to work on your nutrition, your training program. Have a good coach as well makes a huge difference, which is what we've got. We've got a fantastic coach, and a fantastic bunch of people there who all support each other. We all, if you want to, be motivated, surround yourself by motivated people, like-minded people, and it really does rub off.
Yeah, exactly. And share your goals with people, because then you can help support each other through it and hold each other accountable to what you say you want, which is a huge thing. But you make a really good point, because there's a lot of people out there that are probably younger than you and I, that are into their training, and especially in the CrossFit world, and hopefully coming through the weightlifting ranks as well, where they say that their focus is a lot more short term, and they're not really looking at the horizon like some of us. And I used to scoff. I know when I was a junior doing a lot of things around sports and of various kinds that, to me, I couldn't really see past the end of the season. And now that we're sort of your vintage and mine, we start looking at probably goals that work in parallel with each other, our longevity goals as well as the results we want out of our training. So these kinds of things are really important for that too. So it's really cool to hear that you want to do some things around your long-term health and well-being as well as around your lifting. Yes,
that's right. I mean, especially when it comes to masters as well. Like you said, a lot of sports is very seasonal. You look towards the end of the season. That's it. Maybe with some sports you might do it for 4 or 5 years and I'm going to retire. But with masters weightlifting, you can go on and on and on. And we've seen lifters that were, 70s, heading right up to their 80s and that, who were still going, and setting world records, all that sort of thing. And as a master too, the way you sort of look at it is, I want to keep going until I reach a peak, and then you want to maintain that peak as long as you can. And it will decline. You'll get to a point where it'll start to drop off as you get older. And what you want to do is just maintain that plateau for as long as you can. Yeah. And you can only really do that by being smart. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Around all of your training. That's right. Yeah, that's really cool. So, where to from here? It's getting towards the end of the year now. But at the moment myself, I'm sort of still recovering a little bit from, we had the last round, the QWA League and Masters. Yep. And I've sort of got a little bit bent out of shape after that. I did all right, 6 out of 6 lifts and some PBs. Yep. But along the way, I suppose, especially with the heavy squatting and stuff like that, I picked up some nasty trigger points, and the legs sort of out of alignment a little bit. But it's been fixed up. Seeing the physio, getting my treatment, nice, as I do, and working myself back into it, and hopefully get back into a bit of a peak before the end of the year, I hope. Yep. Yeah. Really cool. How important is working with your physio and taking care of yourself? How important is that to you as part of just your normal training arrangements? Do you see someone often? Usually I just go see someone when I have to at the moment. But if I had the money and I had the time, I would make it a regular thing for sure. Yeah. Definitely, once every maybe 3 or 4 weeks at least, try and see someone. So rather than reactive, you want to use it as part of maintenance for yourself? Yeah, that's right. Depends, like I said, all depends on money and time and things like that. I'm also like, the kids at home, that sort of thing, so I don't always have the money to go to a physio, every few weeks. But that would be the ideal situation, would be to, just go every 2 or 3 weeks, thereabouts, just get a bit of maintenance done. It's, like preventative as well. Yeah. Preventive maintenance, I suppose you could look at it. I saw the term the other day, and we posted on our page that cool little post from CrossFit New Zealand, which was the term prehab. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. Which is all about being proactive before you get into rehab, which is pretty cool. Yeah, because I'm also a sports trainer with the local gridiron team. Yeah. So it's always something I've always, I'm trying to push onto my players as well, as to keep on top of things. Yeah. Anything to, any niggling little sort of things, you can try to fix it yourself, but it's a lot quicker. It'll save you time, it'll save you money. You go see someone, get it treated, go see a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight away?
pretty soon. Yeah, yeah.
That was my little pause because we're sitting here having an interview.
We're in the